Goeiemiddag. I say goeiemiddag advisedly. Oh yeah, goeiedag. Because I got to hear that there's a professor who did 6 years of learning in Afrikaans without having known Afrikaans at all. So hier is was een Afrikaanse taaluniversiteit. And it's good to be here at Steve Biko Hospital, Academic Hospital. I want to greet you all and want to thank you for welcoming me in the very warm way in which I've been welcomed. I want to thank the Minister, the Premier, the Deputy Minister, Pasha, the CEO of this hospital, and the Dean of Health or Medicine, and all the other important people, including Professor Saterge, who took us around in his facility. Minister Motsoaledi is absolutely right, and also greetings to the DGs who are here. Minister Motsoaledi was absolutely right in saying that he insisted that I should come. I want to say he owes me another indulgence. He needs to take me to another less performing hospital, because this is a top performing hospital. Just in giving my reflections, I'd like to say that I have seen the future of the National Health Insurance. It is here. And more importantly, as I've been going around talking to the doctors, as well as the scientists who work here, they are the ones who were saying to me, and the nurses, we are ready for NHI. And those who have been campaigning against NHI need to be brought here to see how NHI is definitely going to work. I've been very impressed with meeting nearly everyone, from the cleaners to the security personnel, to the nurses, to the senior nurses, to the doctors, to the professors, and to the researchers. This, by any means, is best in class and best in the world health facility. And thank you very much for putting this together. And I say so advisedly. Being in my position, I tend to go around quite a lot. And I tend to see things, good and bad. And I must say that I have seen the best today by being here at Steve Biko. Thank you very much. I've seen the best in many, many ways. In terms of just the diversity that I see. One has to come to South Africa to see just this mosaic of the nation that we are. Beautiful diversity, black and white, black as in black African, colored Indian, and white people all working together at the top level, being professionals. And I've also seen that there's a great deal of respect for one another. I have seen how you respect one another, how you recognize one another, and the diversity that I've seen here has been most impressive. One doesn't go to many places, particularly in the private sector, and see this type of diversity. You don't often get it, and now I see it here in the public sector. I've seen another aspect that impressed me quite a lot. It also touched Dr. Motsoaledi a little bit, but in a different way. I've seen how there are so many women who are in senior key positions. That I find impressive. And this is something that we need to celebrate. I have seen it in action here, that women run this facility, or a woman runs this facility and other women run other facilities attached to this, that women are researchers, are professors, they are nurses, they are doctors. So women are operating at a very, very high level and delivering top-class healthcare services. And I'd like to applaud you, the women that I've encountered today, and for the work that you do, and for the discipline that you exhibited. The other aspect which I'd like to appreciate is that there are a lot of young people. I saw a lot of young people, men and women, and that is our future. That is something that really impressed me, to see young people. And when I encountered some of them, I said, well, now you should be in school, because they are so young and they are so petite and looking like they should be at school. But they are qualified, highly qualified, running important facilities in this whole complex. I've also been very impressed to see that this is the only center in the whole country and the whole continent that has this nuclear medicine capability. So as we were going around with Professor Saterhe, showing me the type of facility they have in the neurology, neuromed, or whatever it's called, and I said, wow, you work with things that have to do with radiation, isotopes, and nuclear. And I said, wow, are we in danger of being bombed one day? Because now they are bombing nuclear centers around the world. I was very impressed with the level of security that has been installed here to make sure that the nuclear medicine that we practice here, and the experiments and all the processes and the stages that are being experimented and finally being produced for clinical use, are used in the most safe manner. So that really is an accolade to Professor Saterhe and his colleagues. And let's give him a round of applause for being recognized globally as well. It isn't often that you meet, a guy who is black, who is from Limpopo, who is recognized in the way that he is. Oh, by the way, the other important diversity is that, Minister Motsoaledi, it's not only people from Limpopo who are here. There are people from KZN, Eastern Cape, yes, Gauteng. I'm from Limpopo, but I grew up in Gauteng, so I don't know what you call me. So the diversity of the talent that we have from various parts of our country makes this facility, this hospital, what it is. The cardiology department with Professor Sarkin, whom I heard about before I came here, and he was able to explain to me what they do. It's most amazing, and I do believe that it's one of the best on our continent. And I also applaud Professor Sarkin and his staff for the excellent work that they do. They've got this wonderful machine. And the beauty about this machine is that they designed it themselves and then got the manufacturers to do it like Siemens. So in here resides the talent, the engineering knowledge and capability to be able to produce some of the best technologies that the medical world has ever seen. So I really applaud the cardiology department. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And I must say that I want to applaud the cleaners and the security. This hospital is clean. It's very, very clean. And whenever I go to a hospital facility, well, any facility really, I start looking around at cleanliness. I look around whether there are pieces of paper lying around. I saw none of that. Everything is so well organized. CEO, everything is so well organized and packaged in your hospital. Great accolades to you, and let us give the management of the hospital a round of applause. And I'd like to give our departments, government departments, also great applause, because Department of Health and Science and Technology are actually supporting this hospital in a big way. And it's most impressive. And the model, you know, when I look at something that's good, like Steve Biko Academic Hospital, I say, Minister Mutsaledi, Deputy Minister Patla, I say this is a model. This is a model that we must now take all over. Premier, MEC. For you here in Gauteng, you've got more hospitals, I think, than any other province. And you do have good hospitals in Gauteng. And I applaud you, Premier and MEC, for allocating money to get all these technological applications. And I thank you for being foresightful and for being addicted, as you said, Premier Lisufi, to technology. That is very good. Because in this day and age, technology drives good medical health care. And going around the various parts of this hospital, I saw the beautiful machines. And I should say, whilst of course that you are also proud you have them, when I went to another province, to the Eastern Cape, to one of the top hospitals there, they showed me the machines they have. When I went to Limpopo, what was most impressive also with Limpopo Public Hospital is that deep in the rural areas, they have machines that X-ray breast or mammograph, they call it, or something like that. And the Premier, who was MEC there, and said they want to spread it around all the public hospitals in Limpopo to make sure that technology is brought closer to where the people receive their health care. So here at Steve Biko Academic Hospital, I've seen why, as Minister Mutsaledi was saying, the private hospitals are referring patients to this public hospital. It shows that this public hospital is a model for all the good things. And this is the future of what national health insurance is all about, because they would not be coming here if Steve Biko Academic Hospital was not as good as it is. So you've really built and you manage a great facility here. So I leave this place very, very impressed. When I went to some of the areas that Professor Saterhe manages, I just saw world-class type of facility that has been built. And even as one goes around the world, I don't remember seeing many of such. And I'm usually impressed by technology most of the time. And when we say that we have the best on the continent and possibly in the world, this is what we have seen here. So colleagues and ladies and gentlemen, Steve Biko Academic Hospital, I can testify, Dr. Mutsaleri, that indeed, and I'm not suggesting Horonalo Bulela Maka, but I reserve for later. Mo umputa neti, and he kept begging me to come here. So I am here today. I bear testimony and witness to how great this hospital is. And to all of you gathered here, from the Department of Health, Science and Technology, to the various people in University of Pretoria, the dean is here and the professors are here, and all of you, the nursing staff, the doctors, the researchers, and I was most impressed with the research work that's being done. That in this facility you are testing medicine on mice. Marabare bonsa ditweba. So just as well, nekitare nekile spetele sa ditweba. So you didn't show me that, but the research that is taking place here is also most impressive. This is how a hospital should be. And this is how a hospital should be run. And this is how a hospital should be managed. So I pay tribute to all of you, from CEO, Dr. Saterhe, and all the others who work with all of you. Thank you very much for receiving me at this facility. This is great. And they made me sign on a coat in the section here, Dr. Saterhe. They said, they gave me a white coat and they said I should sign. So I signed. And Premier Abari, I must sign, I was here the whole day. So I was here the whole day. I came, I saw, and I was most impressed. Thank you very much.